I've been married for 17 years. I have a great husband, and I have two daughters, 16 and 13.
I have a wife and 3 children, a daughter 14, a son 13, and another son who's 9.
A week before my daughter's sweet 16, I was anticipating, because of my fatigue levels, that I needed to get it together, and I went to the emergency room.
I had a kidney stone, and of course in a kidney stone they do a CT scan to see where the stone is, and they found the tumor as a mass on my liver.
At that time, we found out that I had a PE, which is a pulmonary embolism in my lungs, and we found that I had fibroids.
At the time, the tumor was also inoperable because of it sat on the 2 lobes of my liver, and it was for a liver transplant. I was also disqualified at the time because it was too large.
But what was really challenging was not being able to be with my family, that I really want to get better so that I can go home and continue to plan and then be part of this party.
Definitely it's a mortality check, and of course when you're a middle-aged man fully engaged with his family and work, it comes as quite a shock.
I was really scared about any kind of procedure happening.
Of course my wife was very worried.
I certainly didn't want to go through some of these scary stories of a hysterectomy. My threshold for risk has really diminished since having children.
Interventional radiology for me was a way to put me into the liver transplant criteria.
When the option of fibroid embolization came about for me, it didn't sound real. It sounded too good to be true.
It was going to downstage the tumor in such a way that I would be eligible to be put on the liver transplant list.
I was thrilled to hear that there was a procedure that required a pinhole in my wrist.
The first procedure I had was the TACE. I would highly recommend it over general surgery, which I've also had.
So I was really excited to hear that this kind of research for women in particular is a new way of treating fibroids.
I think that the only other option would have been surgery of some kind. And so, of course that's very invasive and very difficult to recover from. With interventional radiology, I was in and out in a single day. And within 2 or 3 days, I was generally back to normal. My comfort level was quite high.
I had the procedure on a Monday. I returned to work on a Thursday.
And they were able to, also using interventional radiology and the TACEs, were able to shrink the tumor.
And that this is where my treatment started and my back to quality of living started.
I did get on the liver transplant list, and I have a new liver, and I'm healthy, and I feel great.
This procedure changed my life in a way that it really brought me back to the quality of living that I was used to. The biggest motivator was watching my daughter light up in a room of pink balloons and tuxedos. I'm really happy about the outcome.